right, Mijo, get in here.
What the f*** do you want?
Huggy, come on, get in.
All right, I'm here.
All right, check it out.
Shh. This stays in this room, it doesn't leave these doors. Close that shit and let's get to the report. There's nothing that we don't ignore. No. Yep, refresh the page to get the contrast. Check this out on the road or in a bubble bath. Take your brain down a weird path. This stays in this room podcast.
Hola!
We're back after like a month hiatus.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, month, whatever. Yeah, Mijo decided he had to go find himself in Ireland.
Yeah.
And Huggy, where was Huggy at? Did he go home?
Huggy was in Detroit.
Oh, he went to Detroit with Ice.
And then
I was here by myself, running the fucking radio station
by
myself. So, thank you.
Well, then last weekend we had a wedding to attend.
Yep.
It was impromptu for me. You were actually the pastor.
I was. So we talked about that on a previous episode.
Yeah.
My buddy Randy and his now wife Tiffany. Would you call that eloping? Is that eloping?
Yeah, you eloped them.
I eloped them?
Uh-huh.
I think I married
them.
They eloped and I married them. But anyway, they're from Oklahoma and they wanted to come up to Oregon and get married. So they bought me they got me ordained and I married them in the Rose Garden. It was beautiful.
It was dope.
I teared up a little bit.
It was the shortest wedding I've ever been to. I looked at the video and it was 4.5 minutes.
It's 6 minutes.
No, because they were walking in.
For 2 minutes, right?
They walked in for like a minute and a half because they had the baby.
Mm-hmm.
But once it all started, it was 4.5 minutes. I was like,
I mean, what do you want me to do? So, sing a song?
Yeah, shook and jive a little bit, man.
Hey. No, but it was cool. It was good to see everybody. Had some other friends come up and some family.
Slept on our couch and our floor.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. Love them. They're cool to meet.
Yeah, did you like them?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Freddie was cool.
They're good
It was a little quiet.
They're good people. They like they come up here and just smoke themselves retarded. They like the legal weed.
Yeah. I wish like Bobby was around more because I like Bobby a lot, but he was doing his own thing with his wife.
Aw.
Yeah. Bobby, what the hell? I'm guilt trip him. You know, I know he listens.
Dude. Yeah, no, that's so weird. Okay, so Bobby is like technically like the best man in this wedding. And Saturday night, we all go eat dinner, and then we're gonna go out, you know, and celebrate. And
went to bed.
He went to bed.
Damn it, Bobby!
All the way across country.
Go to bed.
Take a nap. Oh man, and I gotta publicly shame Freddie too, because we went to went to the strip club. We went to multiple strip clubs.
Yes.
But which one did you? This was at the Lucky Devil.
Right across the street from our house.
Shout out to Lucky Devil.
Awesome chicken tenders.
Shout out Domino from Lucky Devil. But yeah, so we all go there and we're having a great time. And you know, typically you go to a strip club, you know, to
you're hyped,
get drunk and see some titties, see some boobies, And that's what everyone else did except for Freddie. Freddie walked into the strip club, ordered a chicken strip dinner, and then took a nap on the couch and got kicked out. It's like what would a 7-year-old do if he went to a strip club? That.
I mean, he was wasted in his defense.
He started early. We all kind of started early. But whatever. Enough about me. What you went to Ireland?
Yeah, dude. So
how was that? I haven't really heard a lot about it.
Yeah, no. So I bought this plane ticket back in. Someone's hitting me up. Is it Huggy? Nope. I bought this plane ticket like end of October, and kind of like forgot about it. Kind of like it just put in the back of my head, like you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then a month out, I was like, all right, like I'm actually doing this because I was going to cancel the trip because a friend of mine passed away, and I wanted to offset the cost of all that trip, you know.
Right.
And I couldn't cancel it. I was like, if I cancel it, I lose all the money on the trip, like the plane ticket. I don't get a refund.
They were being bitches. They wouldn't let you.
And I sent them a letter and everything. So I was like, all right, I'm going on this trip. Like I'm not going to lose the money I spent on the trip. So I went for a whole week, and it was dope. Anybody listening, if you want a place to travel to that's like safe and gorgeous and there's things to do, good shopping. I didn't shop a lot, but there was really cool stores and like they love sneakers out there. So if you're a sneakerhead, they got cool shit. Like, because Adidas is originally from out there. So they got like different Adidas shoes and stuff. It was cool, man. A lot of castles. I only went to one castle just because there's so many things to see. Like I like graffiti art. I can't draw for shit, but I like graffiti. So I was like, walking alleyways, just going off the beaten path where nobody else was walking. And it was a time to like read. I didn't have my laptop. I didn't take my big camera. And I just read a lot. Yeah, I had some internet service, like Wi-Fi in my places, so I was like up on what was going on because that whole like.
I thought it was so funny because I was like, dude, you can get a lot of content like while you're there, and you're like, I'm not going to get content, I'm going to like do whatever. I'm like going to get away from that. And I was like, I bet with myself, I was like, before he leaves, he's gonna post some content. And then sure enough, you got to like the last day.
Oh yeah. Well, the last
you gotta post content.
The last day I was sitting in my hostel, I had this private room for my last night. I was like, I kind of want to treat myself. I need to like decompress a little bit. I don't want to like sleep with a bunch of strangers and catch my plane in the morning. So I got myself like a private room, and I was like sitting there. The TV didn't work, which was dope because I don't really watch TV in general. I just watch movies with you.
We've been watching a lot of good movies.
We've been watching some good movies. But yeah, the last day I was like just going through the pictures, and I was like, all right, now it's time to like let people, because only a few people knew I was actually gone. Like you, our boss, our coworkers, and my family. Really, like a lot of friends didn't know that I just essentially vanished. And I'm not really on social media a lot either. So it was like this was your
job. Yes, you are.
I'm on social media. I don't post a lot on social media personally. Like I post for our websites and stuff. But yeah, dude, it was just a lot of like deep thinking. I've had a lot of time to reflect. I've been asking myself questions about like my life and my career, and just personal questions. I've talked to you about it a little bit.
Hitting that quarter life crisis.
Yeah, I'm turning 30 this year in a couple months, and
not quite midlife crisis. That's the quarter. You're hitting your quarter life crisis late.
Yeah. Midlife? I don't know.
No.
How old do you think I'm going to be? 60?
I always thought that was so weird. They say midlife crisis, like assuming, and like people hit it like in their 50s. It's like assuming you're going to live to be 100 years old.
Yeah. No, I mean, but it was just like one of my resolves was like, I need to at least stop watching trash on YouTube. Like, not that I watch a lot of trash.
You do. What's the dude's name that got busted for this?
I did watch a lot of Logan Paul. But that day he posted the video of that person who hung himself in the forest, I was like, that's too far, man. Like, that's someone's family. That's like someone walking into Anthony Bourdain's apartment and like filming Anthony Bourdain. Ooh. And yeah, like, oh, this person hung himself. Like, mental health is a serious issue. It's like, that's not the time. Like, you don't film.
He played himself
for content. And yeah,
congratulations,
you
played yourself.
I stopped that, but I do watch a lot of filmmakers because I do like filmmaking, and that's one of my resolves.
Start making your own films. I guess we do. We make these films.
Yeah, we do. Hey. So I want to start filming more, and like this whole week has just been like getting back into the routine because your buddies left Tuesday, and it's just been like getting my meal prepping and my sleep schedule and all this. So like
back to
and I start a new gig tomorrow. So like.
Oh yeah, you're doing the Timbers.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start engineering our Portland Timbers games, which is dope. Essentially,
shout out to the Timbers.
Yeah. So yeah, but I definitely want to start filming more. I got a camera, so just I don't know what I want to film.
So that's your personal goal.
Just start filming more.
Just start a vlog every single day.
I've thought about that. I think I want to like. There's this guy. I'm not gonna say his name because I want to reach out to him first. But there's a guy in Portland who directs music videos for local artists, and his shit's really dope. I like it, and I want to reach out to him, see if I can like shadow him. He's younger than me, which I think he's younger than me, but I want to shadow him, see what he does.
Why aren't you saying his name?
Huh?
Why aren't you saying his name?
Because I want to reach out to him first. You know?
You're so weird.
I am weird.
You're so weird.
But I want to reach out to him and like see if I could shadow him on some of his videos, help him out. You know, get with one of my resolves is to also like work with local artists, and I think that could be a forte.
Hey man, I've been talking to the Hive Mind Collective.
Really?
And they're interested in doing some stuff. It would be through the station. It wouldn't be like personal stuff, but it's.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm interested in things like that, and so I deleted some people off my YouTube. Just I mainly like.
I thought you were talking about like social media. I was about to.
I delete people. I delete at least one person off my social media every day. But as far as like YouTube, yeah, really. There's just like people. I'm never gonna talk to this person again.
Dude, I
need to be honest with myself. Like I don't care about you, and I don't care about your life. And we had fun in college, but I'm never gonna fucking talk to you again.
It's so funny because after this wedding, because they lived back home. They were posting all the photos and everything, and I was tagged in them. And then I just started getting a lot of friend requests of people like I went to high school with, you know, like knew in college. And it's like
people just want to creep.
Which I mean, that's fine, I guess. But it's like I'm pretty sure that I have my Facebook open where you can just like
me too.
See my shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's and like I don't really want to see your shit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like getting on Facebook as it is.
Yeah.
Like
I mainly stick to like Insta and Twitter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like delete people. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about you. Like,
it's like sorry. It's like It's like how do you tell someone not to take it personally? Like I don't want to be your friend on Facebook, but it's like, you know, I guess you could just like add them, and then they have like the stuff where you can like filter out their stuff where you don't see
unfollow.
But it's like, you just want to click through my photos.
Yeah.
And
whatever. And mine's already open, like you said. So if you really want to just find me,
I need to double check on that. I don't know if it is open.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to make it open.
But so yeah, those are just my resolves. I still have a lot of like filmmakers on my YouTube because I like their edits and shit like that. And
I know that you were supposed to meet up with some radio people out there. Did you?
I didn't. So the funny thing is,
they stood you up.
Huh?
They stood you up.
Oh, it was kind of just a bad timing. So
damn.
I got there Thursday morning. I left. When did I leave? I left Wednesday, and I got there Thursday. So I lost a whole day traveling, pretty much. And I got there Thursday. On Friday, they were having a referendum on their 8th Amendment, which is it was illegal by law to have an abortion. Like they would jail you for like 2 years.
What?
Yeah. And so they're having a referendum or fines or
what?
Whatever. Yeah. Oh, my button. And they were like everywhere in Dublin, people were canvassing like, yes, we need to reform this. No, there was a lot of like hate speech out there. Like,
oh God.
Because it's a predominantly Catholic country. So it was like.
So they were having.
And I was also talking to a lot of Irish people, and they said a lot of like evangelists were flying to Dublin that week and like giving money to the no's because abortion is like sinful.
Giving money to the anti-abortion.
And so a lot of Americans were flying to Ireland that week to like give money. And I'm like, why are we in their politics? Like we got a lot of shit to fix over here. That's a whole nother story. And so they were all out canvassing, and the timing didn't work out, so I didn't get to meet up with those radio people. Plus, like I wanted to get out of Dublin because, like, as beautiful as Dublin is, it's just another major city, and I wanted to see a lot of the countryside.
You said like the stereotype is real.
Yeah, people were wasted a lot. Like people, like everything. Everything closes at 6, other than like major like the supermarkets stayed open and like the trinket shop stayed open, but like everything else shut down at 6.
It seems early.
Yeah. And everybody would go straight to the pub or like go home. Like the pub lanes, like where all the pubs were always filled. And like my first night there, I was like, I got to go hit up a pub. Like they got this like famous like main street. And I ended up like talking to this Hungarian like bodyguard. He was a mercenary because I was like, where have you been? He's like, mainly Iraq and like the jungles of South America. I was like, who do you work for? He's like, the American Embassy. I'm like, what the fuck is the American Embassy doing in the jungles of South America, bro? Like,
be everywhere.
So he was definitely a mercenary. He was like this 6'3", like yoked Hungarian guy. And I was like, you're not a body, you're a mercenary, essentially. And so I was like, I don't want to. He was wasted too. And I was like, I don't want to like spend my night with a mercenary.
Don't blame me.
Not my first night. But dude, the country's gorgeous, man. I've never seen. You asked me what was the one takeaway of the country.
Here, let's do this. Here, give me the one takeaway, and then I want to do something else with you. So, what's the like one your main?
My main thing that I took away from the trip, from the country itself, was like I have never seen so many different shades of green in one place.
Okay.
And it was the most beautiful. Green's my favorite color
because we live in a pretty green place.
And Boise's pretty green, but every green you could imagine that your eye could see.
Neon green.
Close to it. Green, bro. Like, it was
Seafoam
green. No.
Well, the two greens that I just named off, you said no to.
No, neon green close.
But not seafoam green?
Not seafoam green. That's like a Crayola color. That's not. You don't really see that in nature, do you?
On seafoam, you do.
No, I've seen a lot of seafoam. It's brown.
Yeah, it's just nasty.
Yeah, it's gross, bro.
Okay, now give me the So other than green, what did you take away personally from it? What did you want to take away from it, and what did you get out of it?
It was good to remind myself, because we get so wrapped up. I think a lot of people get wrapped up in their day-to-day activities, and it's like, what could I do? How could I further my career? How could I make an impact? And what's the next task? You know, we get so wrapped up in our 9-to-5s and this isn't a 9-to-5, but in our jobs. And the thing I took away from it, I was walking through their national forest, and there was like old historic, like this castle was built in 1300s, 1400s, or something like that. And there's these creeks and these trees that are old and these mansions from like the 1600s. And it's like, everything is just so insignificant, like the problems we have, and we're all going to die, and just enjoy it. Like, I truly stopped walking for a second, and there was a breeze blowing across the plain that I was in this park, and I just like took the biggest breath, and I like let it out, and I turned to my right, and there was like this deer just like staring at me, like,
oh shit,
whimsical, like what is he doing? Like, it's like we're just a speck of dust in this universe. Like, we think we're bigger than we are, and we get so wrapped up, like, I need to do something, like, and in the end, like, it's fucked up to say, but like, we just need to enjoy life. And I truly enjoyed my trip. I got to read, and in the end, it doesn't really matter. You just got, the biggest thing is just be kind, right? That's the biggest focus. And it's so cliche and repetitive, but like, just be nice throughout your life. And that's the biggest impact you could have, because you never know who you're going to meet, you know? Like, be kind in the work you do, like whether it's accounting, like you're not being, as much as like coworkers annoy you, just be nice to them. Like, there's no reason to be rude or be a piece of shit to people. Like, so that was my biggest takeaway. It's like, I don't know if you've seen my mood change. Like, I'm still pessimistic and like lonely and sad all the time, but I'm a little bit more joyful since I've gone back, because in the end, I just want to be happy. I'm trying to be happy. And like, I found a little bit of happiness out there by myself. I went by myself. Nobody was there. I stayed in hostels every night, meeting random people, and drank beers with Croatians and Irish people and Hungarians and people from around the world who have the same problems. They're like, I fucking hate paying taxes. It's like, us too. Like, and nobody's special in the world, you know?
Yeah, we're not special.
So, you know, even like P. Diddy and Shakira and J-Lo, everyone takes a shit. Everyone pays taxes. Like,
everyone takes a shit.
No one's special. Like, you just got to be kind. So that was my biggest thing. It's like, I'm trying to be more happy in the part I am, because I have a roof over my head. And I've said this multiple times on the podcast, but
yeah,
we got a roof over our head. We got food in our fridge. I got a working phone, a laptop where I can listen to music, and some people don't.
It's crazy because, you know, people are just like, oh, be happy, be happy, be happy. And I understand, because I've been depressed before, mm-hmm. So I get it. But sometimes being happy isn't easy. And
no.
You see it all over. People
mm-hmm.
that you think look happy,
mm-hmm.
like Anthony Bourdain,
mm-hmm.
or what's it, Kate Spade?
I don't know.
I don't want to fuck her name up.
The handbag designer.
Yeah.
Lady.
But you know, these people that you would look at and you'd be like, oh my God, they have such a dope life.
Robin Williams, you know?
Yeah. But it's money can't buy happiness.
Yeah.
But not to get too dark.
Yeah.
So overall, your trip was, what you took from it was, let's see, does this sum it up?
Be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end,
he hung himself.
Even him. Oh yeah, wow. Way to tie it all in. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. So no, I mean, yeah, happiness. It's a daily thing to work on. It's not like, some people are naturally happy, and kudos to them.
Yeah.
But for some people, it's like work.
They? It's work.
But some people like work on it, and I work on it every day, and like grateful and kindness, and like, again, you get so wrapped up in work that you're like, fuck, like,
yeah.
Why aren't things happening faster? Why is this person given this or that? And it's like, it's hard to focus when it's in your face, but it's like, the job promotion will come. You know,
will it?
I mean, you ask for things, you put things in the universe, but like, I'm not going to spite someone. I'm not going to be mean to someone.
Am I going?
You're going.
I'm going. You're going.
So that was, and if anybody has a chance, maybe it's not at the top of your bucket list, but you got to visit Ireland. It's just dope. It's beautiful. The towns are cool. My favorite place was this small town called Killarney. It's about 3 hours by bus. Killarney. About 3 hours per bus, 3.5 west of Dublin, southwest. And they have their national park there, and there's the waterfalls that I didn't get to, but I want to get to next time I go because I want to go back. And it was just this tiny little town with just like colors. The houses were painted different colors. Reminded me of San Francisco a little bit. Like no house was the same, and it was small, and it was gorgeous and fun. The streets were small. It was dope.
Cool, man. You should move there.
I shouldn't. I've thought about it.
Go. Get out of here.
Get out of here. I'll run the station.
Yeah.
But you've never left the country. Where's one place that you've always thought you wanted to go to?
Well, the first place that I would have to go just to satisfy my 14-year-old self, whenever I was like 12 to 14, I was like really into like skateboarding and shit. And of course, this is when like Viva La Bam and like Jackass and all that was on TV. And so I got like just like by default got super wrapped up in the band Him. Have you heard of them?
You told me
like
about
the Heartagram people.
You've told me about them.
I have. Yeah. They're a dope band, you know. But they're from Finland, so I was always like, oh man, when I graduate high school, I'm gonna save my money. I'm gonna go to Finland. I'm gonna see Him in Finland. So I feel like the first place I would go just to like stay true to like my
dreams,
I guess. Yeah.
Finland's dope. Finland. I want to go to Finland. I want to go to Norway. I just
gotta get a passport.
Yeah, do it.
Venmo me. I gotta get a passport.
Yeah.
Because it's like
I think first time it's like probably like $200-300, but it lasts 10 years.
Okay.
So it's like an investment. It's not like you need to renew it every year.
Because I would love to just be able to like buy a ticket and be like, peace, I'm gonna go to fucking wherever for a week.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Yeah. This is interesting because it was my first trip alone. Usually I've done trips with like my choir or like my family, like Guatemala or my choir. Like it's such a different thing to like get out of your comfort zone in a place like where you don't know any roads. Like in America, I can go to Georgia and like pretty much figure it out. But like in a different country, you're like, I don't have a resource. If I really need to, I'll go to a police station. But like, you really don't have anything.
No, I want to, whoever Venmos me.
And hostels, like you just meet people from around the world. It was dope.
I want to do that. Whoever Venmos me enough to get my passport, we'll go.
He's going with you.
We'll go on a trip together. No, that's something I need. What, I'm 27 years. I need a passport.
Yeah.
How have I not? I've been all over the country, but I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't been around the country a lot. You have. I haven't. I pretty much traveled the world, not America.
Yeah.
I've only been to like 8 states.
There's some big states that I haven't been to though, like California. I've never been to California. That's a big one.
That's a big one.
New York, that's another one.
You've hit a lot of the Midwest, and I haven't.
Yeah.
But
following fish around.
Yeah, following fish.
All right, you want to get Huggy wants us to call him. Should we get Huggy on the phone?
He hasn't replied.
Tell him. Well,
do you want his number? He hasn't replied. I said, "Hey, we're about to call you," and he's like, "Oh,
no. Tell him to call us."
He hasn't even read. I got an iPhone now, also.
Oh yeah, and so team iPhone.
And so he hasn't replied. There's no bubbles. Like
he's making music.
Yeah, he's making music.
That's okay.
But yeah, crazy. Anthony Bourdain, man. I didn't want to really talk about it because we talk about it a few times.
Well, I mean, maybe this is something that we need to talk about. Anthony Bourdain, like, I woke up this morning in my group text back home. It was like blowing up. I've heard of Anthony Bourdain, but I know like what he does. He's like a cook and he travels around the world and he talks about social issues, whatever. But I never like watched his stuff, you know. And in the group text, a lot of my friends were like, "Oh my God, this sucks," and like we're crushed. And then me and another guy, well, I didn't reply, but I saw his replies. It was just like, I don't get. But he touched a lot of people, but just, I wasn't one of them. I can respect, like he had a dope ass job, travel around the world and like cook and eat weird shit and like, figure stuff out. And then Kate, I want to make sure I'm saying her name right. Kate Spade, I hope I'm saying her name right. Yeah, Kate Spade. She also just passed away. Yeah. She's a like really popular like
handbag designer.
Handbag clothing.
That's how
jewelry.
She started.
Yeah. And so both of these people
multimillionaires.
And ended their own lives. And that's it's a hard thing to swallow. It's a hard thing to talk about too, I feel like, because and then it is a huge issue, and you even looking at Netflix, like one of their like main shows right now is 13 Reasons Why. Mm-hmm. It's about this girl that kills herself in high school. Even there's people that we know, people that we work with that are very vocal about like their past thoughts of like, you know, like harming themselves because this shit is real. And, you know, you can't just tell people, you know, just, oh, be happy, you know, be grateful, because it's not like mental health. Mental health is it's a real thing, and it's got such a stigma around it, like where people don't want to talk about it. But it's, you know, if you do talk about it, you can potentially save someone's life. Yeah. I've never like gotten so like sad or depressed that like I thought about killing myself or harming myself, but I do like suffer from anxiety like on the daily. Yeah, you know, it sounds weird to compare like anxiety and depression, but like it's all mental health, and you have to like find things. Yeah,
it's interesting. Like a lot of people are like it's always crushing when it's a celebrity and like people pour out their hearts. And it's because they come into your home like through the television or TV.
Yeah,
and it's like Kate Spade. I don't use handbags, so I don't know the impact a designer does, but I guess they influence culture and like how you look and the confidence their clothes wear, or when you wear their clothes and things like that. But it's just interesting, like when a celebrity, because like for you it didn't mean a lot, but it was like a little bit like shit. I watched a lot of shit like in college when I was like high as fuck, and I'd be like,
affected a lot of people.
Fucking watching the Anthony Bourdain like 2 a.m, just like reruns of like his show, and I was like, this.
See, like even with like Chris Cornell with
me, like that didn't really affect me, but it affected you.
Yeah, and it's a hard thing to talk about. And if you're listening to this podcast right now, and you have thoughts, or you know someone that has thoughts or that needs some help, there is a suicide prevention hotline, and the number is 1-800-273-8255.
Yeah.
So,
and
don't be ashamed.
And even if you don't feel comfortable like talking to someone in a call, like essentially a center, if you have the resources, like go see a therapist. Like
and
I'm looking for a therapist. Like
there
called
are places.
Like when I go home, I've like looked up therapists.
And don't let what you just said. You said if you have the resources, don't let the thought like if you're listening to this and you do need to talk to someone or know someone that needs to talk to someone that's, you know, doesn't have the money or doesn't have the time. There are places and organizations in place to help you out, even if you can't pay $300 to go talk to a therapist. You know,
but I was talking to another coworker this morning about it, and like she mentioned another radio host in LA that like was talking about it with this hospital that we're doing a podcast. And I remember seeing the video. It was like a couple months ago. And she was like, I find it weird, like when we have a physical injury, like there's no question about like going to the doctor about it. Like I hurt my pinky, or I got a gash on my arm.
You can see it.
Or like I hurt, exactly. And she's like, but we need to treat mental health the same way. Like I'm not feeling good in my brain.
Yeah.
I need to go. But I feel like a lot of the stigma is like, I feel like I could battle my brain. It's a game. But sometimes it's not. Like you just feel that way. It's the neurotoxins, and like
not everyone's
is aware of the, like.
Well, yeah, not everyone's aware, but not everyone's fix or solution is the same.
Exactly.
You know, like the way I deal with anxiety might not be someone else's way.
Or mine.
That's why you have to like really be honest with yourself and talk.
Yeah.
And figure out like what will help you.
I'm not. I just had this thought earlier when I was talking to our coworker, was like, I just find it so painful that like, I don't know what it is, but like, why hanging? Like it just seems so painful to hang yourself.
That's what Kate Spade did. And that's what
Anthony Bourdain, Robin Williams, Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington.
Benny, yeah.
The last 5 people have hung themselves, like major ones that I could think of. And it just seems so painful. Like, why wouldn't you just pop a bunch of pills and like go to sleep?
And just go out like that. I don't know.
And maybe it's like, I don't know, because I've obviously never tried or like actually hung myself. But maybe it's just like you want to feel the life leave you. Like it is a final thing. I don't know, but I could never imagine doing that.
Makes me want to cry. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Sad, dude.
What else we got?
I don't know. This is our welcome back episode. I really just wanted to go off the seat of our pants. But I was reading this article in the Rolling Stone the other day.
What is it?
5 tips from Questlove on how to be more creative.
I love it. All right, let's do it.
He just dropped a new book. I really want to pick it up.
Oh, and then after that, I want to talk about the Kid Cudi album. We can talk about Kanye's album.
Yeah.
Oh, get a little music going. Where are we at right now? We're at 30 minutes. 31
All right,
minutes.
so tip number 1.
These are tips from Questlove to be more creative.
Yep. In the Rolling Stone, you could look it up if you want. Don't be afraid to talk to yourself.
Do that all the time. That's good. Hold on. Let me get my buttons here. Oh, damn it. Bitch. I love that one.
And his thing is like, if you watch 8 Mile, like in the beginning of the movie, he's staring into the mirror, like hyping himself up. You need to give yourself that motivation.
Dude,
we just watched 8 Mile the other day.
Yeah, no, low key, not even low key, but just like I do that shit every morning. Like
you look in the mirror
after you're gone, after Holly's gone, I'll have on like motivational shit on YouTube on the TV, and I'll be in there brushing my teeth, and I'll be like,
yeah, I gotta stay quiet. You guys are sleeping. I gotta be quiet.
I'm like, you're the man.
Have you ever heard me in the morning, like walking around?
Well, I heard you this morning because I woke up at fucking 4:30 and didn't go back to sleep.
Really?
Yeah, it fucking sucked.
I got up at 5:45.
I know. I heard you. I looked at the clock. Okay, tip number 1: don't be afraid to talk to yourself.
Yeah,
that does work.
It does work.
What else?
Emulate your heroes, no matter what it takes.
Oh, okay.
So he's saying, he was doing, Questlove is keenly aware of the sounds and styles of every drummer imaginable. Obviously, Questlove is like known for being like one of the best drummers. Stevie Wonder, and he says, Stevie Wonder is one of my favorite crash cymbal specialists. He has a very distinct tone in his crash. And to capture his style, he would get blindfolders for his eyes, and he wore a turtleneck that Stevie Wonder did during the show. So he just immersed himself in what Stevie Wonder would be like playing the crash, and he like tried to get that same crash
everything
tone.
From the armpit sweat to the... Yeah.
He's like, I wore a turtleneck because there was a poster that Stevie had that he was drumming in a brown turtleneck. He's like, but I wanted to feel like Stevie Wonder. So whatever it feels like to be more creative, like if that's your passion, then like you need to dress like your favorite filmmaker or rapper.
Never mind.
He didn't go blind. Pay attention to the world around you. So sounds, if you're a musician, like the bumps in the road. He said that the Bee Gees, they wrote one of their songs driving because the tires on the road, like this is 70s, the wheels were going like tick, 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 tick. And so they started a disco song, like obviously with that beat. It was like being aware of the sounds and colors around you.
Yeah.
Like going, and this is after I got back. So it's like seeing the different shades of green, and like I want to be a filmmaker. It's like, how would I capture those greens, and you know, how many greens can I get on my camera?
That influence your your
filmmaking process, the building's architecture, if that's what you're into, sounds, the max line, things like that. So pay attention, because we get so involved with our phones too. You know, it's like, you just get on the max and you're like
a necessary evil.
Yeah, you get on the max and you're like trying to avoid people, so you put your headphones in. It's like expand your tastes with the times.
I can attest to that, because up until 2 years ago, just even working in hip hop radio, as far as my hip hop knowledge went, was like Outkast and Eminem,
UGK,
UGK, Goody Mob. There were like 4 or 5, you know.
Yeah,
and my being like immersed in just like hip hop culture constantly, it's definitely, I have learned a lot about just music in general that I wouldn't have normally learned. So I think that's dope. Yeah, I agree with that. What did he say? Get out of your comfort zone? What did he say?
Expand your taste with the times. So evolve yourself. Don't try to like, I only like old school hip hop because that was the golden era of hip hop. Like, evolve. Like as much as we don't like SoundCloud artists, there's a few that you'll find. There's a few that I've found that I'm like, I kind of fuck with that. Okay. He's got some good lyrics, you know?
Yeah.
And then don't overthink things except when you probably should. So try.
How do you see now? We're
a lot. So I'll read a lot of artists that are to the left of center have a tendency to overthink things. Michael Jackson, probably the greatest trait of his artistry is that he's the only artist on his level that he was never afraid to climb the mountain. He's literally the only artist to never make a departure album, a template breaking project. In other words, along the lines of Prince's Around the World in a Day or the Beastie Boys' Paul's Boutique. For some artists, Questlove adds, those albums are attempts at self-sabotage. Sometimes you want to ruin it before you get ruined.
I'm sorry, I didn't really hear anything. I don't know. He's losing me here.
He's saying like, don't tend to overthink things except when you know it's time. It's like essentially trust your gut until. I don't know. That's kind of a.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Questlove. Get out of here. That was a little aggressive.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that.
I don't know. I'll stew on it for a couple days.
All right.
I've already read this thing twice, but.
Yeah. But speaking of hip hop and shit,
evolving.
Kanye West just put out his new album, which I don't really want to talk about that one. There was a dope track on it, in my opinion. Yikes was dope. Mm-hmm. I like that. But there's if we don't keep this concise, then it's gonna go everywhere. It's gonna be like juggling eggs, man. You gotta be really careful.
Yeah.
But the album came out today, Kids See Ghosts.
Which is
actually, that's the name of their group. Or is that the name of the album? Either way, Kids See Ghosts. It's Kanye and Kid Cudi. And it's
album.
7 tracks. 7 or 8 tracks.
7 tracks.
And I just listened to it while I was in the gym, and it's beautiful. I listened front to back, and then I listened to it again. I listened to it twice already.
Adding it was, I think, only like 24 minutes.
Dude,
all 7 tracks.
It's perfect. It's dark, but it's beautiful. It's so whenever me and some of my fish buddies were talking, like whenever we'd like talk and we're describing like fish jams, there was this era in like 2013, I think, where they were like going like dark but pretty, and we called it spooky pretty, and that's what this album is. It's spooky pretty. It's so dark and like kind of scary but beautiful at the same time. Melodically and lyrically.
Yeah.
It's dope. You have 20...
Similar to like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. It's like very dark. It was a lot of dark topics on there.
Yeah, but this one's
similar.
Like,
I'm saying similar, not
similar. Yeah. But after you're done listening to this podcast, take 25 minutes.
I haven't listened to it yet.
Take 25 minutes and listen to it because it's dope. And this could just because I'm a fish head. There's a song on there called Free, and there's also a fish song called Free, and I'm not kidding you, there are some similarities. So in the back of my mind, I'm like,
did he sample fish?
No, he didn't sample fish, but just like the way, like instead of just like an hip hop drum track or whatever, it's more of like a rock drum track.
Okay. And
it's kind of, I haven't really dove into it to see if it's the same chords, but like the chorus of like I'm free, I'm drawing a parallel. Okay. I'm calling it right now. Well, I'm not saying
I'll have to listen to both tracks.
I tweeted it. Go to my Twitter right now if you don't follow me on Twitter.
At ClaybirdPDX?
At ClaybirdPDX.
Yeah, I mean...
It's dope.
Part of me is like, I already listened to the Yee album, and it was cool. I liked it.
Yeah, no,
I liked it. It wasn't spectacular. And
I give it a 4.
Out of?
10.
Oh.
What do you mean? Out of what? I guess out of 5? No, 4 out of 10.
You gave it a 4 out of 10? I'd probably say like 5.
Out of Kanye's whole body of like work?
I'd say it's... So he's done 8 albums. I'd say it's...
Number 8.
I'd say it's number 7, 6 or 7.
Exactly.
7 probably.
There's one track, it's called Yikes. Check that one out. Other than that, it's a lot.
But it's like, do we support him? Like, by listening, do we support...
You know what? I'm not going to dive into the social shit that he's been saying because...
But it's all we've talked about it before, and we talked about it in the office. It's all a fucking game, and he's invested in this new streaming app called Wave. Have you seen that?
I've kind of, yeah.
That's probably his app, and he's trying to get money off streaming.
Guys, all Kanye's doing...
It's a fucking act, and that's the most frustrating shit. It's like...
Kanye's a marketer.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's look back. Hurricane Katrina, what happened?
George Bush.
Taylor Swift, what happened? A bunch of controversial shit.
Yeah.
Anytime, like, Kanye is doing this shit on
to stay in the limelight.
He's not dumb. Yeah, he has speaking of mental health.
Yeah,
he has mental health issues, and people are saying,
but
that's not an excuse.
That doesn't forgive him for saying.
No. I'm not saying what he said and the thoughts that he's put out there and the things that he's tweeted aren't fucked up. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying he's not just like, oh, like oblivious. Like he knows what he's doing. He's not just like thinking one step ahead.
Yeah,
he's.
Yeah,
Kanye. But yeah, no, his album sucked. It didn't.
I'm a big fan of Kid Cudi though, so that's the only reason I want to listen to Kid Cudi. Is because I like Kid Cudi a lot.
It's good.
He's one of the like OGs of like talking about mental health.
That's my favorite album of the year so far.
Really?
Yep. Unless I'm like forgetting about something.
Yeah, I need to. There's so many albums.
That's my favorite album of 2018 so far.
You don't like Posty?
Nah. Dude, and here, hold on. Let me give one of these to that guy.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Dude already has barbed wire tattooed.
I think he has a crown of thorns.
Oh, is it a crown of thorns? Either way.
Whatever.
He's got one that you can let that one slide. It's like, okay, it's on your hairline. Just hope that it doesn't recede like this. And people can overlook it. Then he gets the Playboy bunny, and then he gets stay away. And now he tattooed always tired.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
How much would someone have to pay you to get a face tattoo?
God, it'd have to be a lot of money.
What's your price?
Everyone has a price.
500,000?
No.
$1 million?
It's gonna be in the millions.
Like 10 million?
Tattoo.
10
Look
million.
At this thing. Look at this mug. That's all I got, dog.
It might improve it. $10 million?
What is the face tat?
What if it was a baby octopus?
How big?
Like a baby octopus, like the size of a nickel.
Like
a quarter.
Because it matters.
Where? Placement?
Yeah. Because I could do a neck tattoo. I would do a neck tattoo.
That's not your face.
I know. But
like your temple. A little baby tattoo on your temple.
Little baby tattoo
like the size of a nickel, quarter?
The size of a nickel right here?
Uh-huh.
It's giving me anxiety.
For 10 million?
About it. I would do it for 10 million.
Yo, you fucking wait 6 months to get it, take it out. And then you got 10 million.
Yeah. God, dude, that gives me that. Ooh, I'm gonna.
I just don't want a needle that close to my face.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I mean, I don't mind needles, but that close to my face, like my eyes.
Dude, yeah, you could tell, like in that picture, like his eyes were swollen.
Yeah, dude. Like, he looked tired. He's always tired.
Always tired. Why do that?
Yeah.
One more.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
What else? I think it's good.
Man, that's all I got.
It's a good welcome back, man. It felt good to take 2 weeks off. I know we didn't tell you guys, but we kind of just like, I thought you guys were gonna do a show. I forgot Huggy was leaving.
I was gonna do a solo show, but everybody wanted to. I was the only person here, so by the time that I got done with doing everything, I didn't have time. So,
yeah,
sorry.
Well, no, it's not. No, but it was nice to take a little break.
I don't like taking breaks.
I know, but sometimes it's needed. I feel refreshed, invigorated.
Well, I'm glad that you feel refreshed and invigorated. You got to go see a bunch of green colors and drink some beers. Cool.
Yeah, I didn't drink a lot of beer.
In the end,
it doesn't even matter.
Doesn't even matter. All right, you want to find us on our socials, TSITRPDX, and my personal socials are ClaybirdPDX. Mijo. And
we're going to set up a GoFundMe for your passport.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel kind of weird doing that.
Or Venmo. Shout out your Venmo.
Venmo me.
What's your Venmo again?
Oh, yeah. Iculus12.
ICCULUS 12.
12. Yep.
Oh, look at that. I know it. And if you want to find my personals, it is Magic Mijo.
Magic Mijo.
On all, I believe, except Facebook. Just Mijo.
Hey, if you're an old high school friend of Mijo's listening to this, add him on Facebook.
No.
Throw him an ad.
Dude, I've been deleting people off Facebook. I tried talking to a high school friend the other day, and they were like, didn't ignore me. I was like,
they didn't ignore you? Or
no, they did.
Oh, they left the red receipt on and just ignored you? Called out?
No, I messaged them on because they were listening to music.
What'd you say?
I said, "Yo, I really like that song. Like, we're playing at our station. Like, how are you?"
They said nothing.
Nothing. I was like, "Fuck you." So
that's pretty good. Okay.
No, it's not.
That's funny. I like that kind of stuff.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you for listening.
Hug, you'll be back, hopefully.
Yep. Hopefully.
And
deuces.
Is that it?
Deuces.
Throwing up the deuces. All right. That wasn't. I was like, you throwing up the deuces. Deuces.